What is good, YouTube? We are back at it again with another episode of Everyday Gameplay. We are going to be doing our very first reaction video ever for the channel. I saw this video earlier today. It's a video of why Calvin Johnson retired. I don't remember exactly why he retired. I don't even know if we even got that information, like, ever. Why he retired. But this is something that the NFL Network did with him, or somebody did with him, where he's going to be, like, explaining it. I watched like the first minute or two of it and I was like, nah, bro, I want to watch this all the way through. You know what I mean? If y'all want more reactions, more stuff like that, yo, let me know down in the comments. But let's get right to it, man.
All right. Let's see what we got here. I feel like my mom has all my best stuff, but I got a couple good things here at the house as far as my memorabilia goes, man. One of these blue ones on my last home, gave them the gold box.
Them is hard.
And then my last game in Chicago.
Them trash, I ain't gonna lie to you.
One, the Phil Simms All-Iron.
What's that?
Thanksgiving MVP. That's the game.
Thanksgiving games used to be the thing, man. I hate the fact that Detroit is on every Thanksgiving game, though.
Decepticon logo on it.
Ooh.
Cancer awareness mouthpiece. Probably still fit. This is nostalgic right here. This is a throwback. Got some old notes. Yeah, these are cool.
He would take notes just as good as we would, as quarterbacks would, and we're notorious for taking
just
maniacal level notes. But he would be in there with his highlighter, kind of redrawing the route, making sure he had the verbiage right. I think the reason why he took such great notes is like Calvin's a nerd. Like I always tell people, you remember Family Matters? You remember Steve Urkel? That's Calvin.
I took notes, but
wow.
Sometimes maybe I didn't. I got a little bored.
Like, I remember Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson was nice, right? But it never felt like... I always felt like he was missing a gear. Like, T.O. and Randy Moss, they had like this extra gear of like moving down the field. Like, maybe it was just his team or something. It never felt like it was important what he was doing. Like, for me, it never felt like it was important what Calvin Johnson was doing. For real. Let's get going.
So, I get to do the one. I date my notes.
I do can draw a little bit.
The team that we're playing, really just relive the game almost through just by looking at the notes and remembering what happened during that week.
He did not want to be that guy you could point to and be like, yo, he didn't do his job. If the assignment says you got to block, he's going to block his ass off.
Ooh. Ooh.
If the assignment says I need you to score 3 touchdowns in the game, he'll do it. Our receivers coach said, you might need...
He's snagging, bro.
He's like an alien or a robot. I think in that moment, he was like, beep, beep, beep. Let me download this information, and I'm going to go put up 300 yards.
Stafford sets goes, got Calvin. 20, 25. Calvin still going to the 30. He may go. Afterburners engaged. Calvin at the 40.
Maybe he's just too big. See, like, even when you watch that, it's like... I feel like T.O. and Randy Moss, they dancing into the end zone.
Matthews got it. Looks, throws, wants Calvin. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Wants Calvin, double covered, goes up.
Hands. That boy did have hands, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
14 catches, 329 yards.
Oof.
Most receiving yards in the history
Oof.
of the National Football League in one game. Hell no.
In 2014,
Ooh.
Calvin Johnson's body stopped recovering like it used to.
You couldn't go to tackle Calvin Johnson.
Bro, do y'all see how they hitting this man? Look at his leg right there, bro. I don't know. Can I? Y'all can't do it. I can't do it. I can't point at it. But look at his leg right here, bro. You can, like, first of all, your ankle is not supposed to be moving in one direction and bending in the other direction like that without there being mad damage to it. It's not. It's never gonna be the same. If you fall on you, like, like, as somebody who, like, bro, I have terrible ankles, terrible legs. Like, I try to hoop, like, it hurts a lot. It hurts, bro.
lightly, or else he was going to stiff arm you and put you in the dirt and go for 80. So everybody had to.
Oh my God.
Those hits add up.
Bro, they're carrying him to the ground. They not hitting him. They're trying to push him through the ground, bro.
Out there, I was like, boy, I don't know how I'm gonna make it today. I'm send this prayer up to the Lord, take this pain away, and allow my ankles to move.
Oh my
At
God.
one point, I started calling him Scooter because his ankles, there was no flexibility.
What I just, bro,
You know,
hold on. What was I just saying? I was just saying, like, somebody with bad ankles, I can tell you, bro, if your ankles are going in directions that is opposite of your body, it's such a fragile piece of your body, but it does so much. It, like, bro, I scoot when I walk. I do. I scoot, and I'm nowhere, like, I ain't nowhere close to what he is, but I scoot, and it ain't, sometimes it does hurt, because sometimes you'll be walking, right? And you'll feel like, it's feeling a little weak. So you will try to, like, scoot around, and you'll be nervous sometimes, like, standing up from, like, getting too much information. But, like, you going to the bathroom, and you trying to stand up from the toilet, like, you gotta, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. You just gotta be somebody who deal with it to understand what I'm talking about.
most people's ankles bend, his didn't. They were just kind of stuck like that. He's getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go get treatment, and all I'd hear was and it's him
What?
walking across
Oh
the
my
floor,
God.
but dragging his feet because he can't.
She bad though. His wife is bad.
Miss anything. He never wants to miss practice. He never wants to be perceived as ever taking.
Jim Caldwell was a trash. Well, no, he was probably their best coach the whole time Calvin Johnson was there.
It really took a lot for me to get him to hey, listen, you gotta settle down. And then during the game, you'd see the Calvin of old come out, and I think that's because he's
How you that big?
I gotta keep moving around. My is stiff already.
I remember pregame one time, and I was standing next to Matthew, and he said, hey, anything that I have to roll off of my right leg, I'm good. If I gotta roll off my left leg, don't throw it to me.
Them cuts is no joke,
I
too.
still want the attention, so help other guys, and I'll be
Trying to cut on
If I
that
gotta
gotta
roll over
hurt.
my left leg, don't throw it to me, because that ankle was so weak.
I remember after the Monday Night Football game in Seattle that year, we throw a ball to him, and Cam Chancellor did a great job of punching it out right on the goal line.
Oh, Cam Chancellor ain't no joke.
And after the game, Calvin really, just a little bit more down than I would have. I remember he gave his cleats to Elton Moore, our security guard at that point. He was like, hey, can you take those cleats to my mom? And I'm like, why is he saving those cleats? Maybe it was the last Monday Night Football game. I thought that in my head, and I was like,
In order to avoid discovery by the media, Johnson didn't tell anyone on the team his plans to retire at the end of the season.
Wow.
I didn't want to be a distraction to the city, to the team. I knew that's exactly what it would have been once I said that.
Yeah.
It's no longer about
Ain't lying.
not going to the playoffs. It's going to be about you retiring. That's all the questions I'm going to field the rest of the season. Why are you doing it? Yada, yada, yada. So going into my last game, my thing was, how am I going to tell Coach? Jim Caldwell took our team to the playoffs. He was the first black head coach I had since Little League.
Yeah.
It means a lot for a black male, growing up, having that kind of person in that kind of role. So telling him was the hardest part. I spent the whole season thinking about how I was going to tell him I was going to retire.
What happened? Bro, think about that. Like, you are the best receiver in the world right now, right? At that time, he was the best receiver. I think, who was probably coming up? Probably early Julio we thinking about. Early Julio, Antonio Brown. They was in that mix around that time. I would say probably those two, probably AJ Green. That's it. But having your first black coach in so long, and you he only 29, 30 at this time. Y'all got to think about that too. But your body is tore apart. Man, you can't blame dude for retiring though.
I mean, at the time, I was like, bro, why is he retiring so young? But it's Detroit. I would too. I would never want to be in Detroit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Calvin just had this a little bit more of a joyous look, a childhood I'm playing a game look. Calvin had an incredible game. Matthew fed him.
Oof,
and you're watching
that's a good catch.
The friendship and the relationship play itself out.
I'll never forget, you know, I'm in there changing.
He can catch that thing, though.
And head out in classic Calvin form. He's like, you know, it's my last one, right? And I was like, yeah, I thought so.
Man, that's crazy.
Next day, walked to the office, sat down, like, Coach, I'm done, I'm retired. I can't do it anymore. I broke down crying. And he was just like, you sure? I can't do it.
And I'm like, oh man, you know, I wasn't expecting here's a guy that I understood what he was going through physically in terms of dealing with all of the injuries. Those things not only take a physical toll on you, but they also take a mental toll on you as well.
For sure.
You could see that it was in his heart.
Lions fans might not have seen it. Johnson retired without a farewell press conference.
That's crazy. The best receiver in y'all entire team history in y'all. Come on, man.
Thank the fans. So I wrote a little something for the city of Detroit to address my fans and the people who have supported me throughout my career. While I know it may seem I made an exit suddenly and without deliberation, it was after much thought and discussion with loved ones that I made the difficult decision to retire from the National Football League. Let me assure you that this is not an easy or hasty decision. I, along with the closest to me, put a lot of time, deliberation, and prayer into this decision, and I am truly at peace with it. I want you to know that I have the utmost respect and admiration for the game of football.
Oof, that's snag though.
Family, and I will forever
he can elevate too. That's crazy. Ugh. Elbow to the jaw.
Start with my family. Thank you for all your love and support. You are my greatest motivators. While it would be hard for me to
Why do they do
all,
that?
I would like to thank my former teammates. It was an honor and pleasure playing with you. The game has introduced me to many people that will remain in my life long after football. Thank you to my head coaches. And
Boy could catch, man.
Rod Marinelli, Jim Swartz.
Who y'all think got better hands, him or Chris Carter? Or DeAndre Hopkins? Or Larry Fitzgerald? It's a lot of people with good hands.
Support so much into his guys on the field, but off as well.
On the move. Ooh, Stiffy.
Recognize and thank for what they've done for me.
Take that.
Career. But rather than risk forgetting someone, I simply say thank you to everyone. And finally, to the fans of Detroit and Michigan, I so appreciated your energy and passion over the years and really enjoyed playing for you. Through the ups and downs, you supported us, and that made me work even harder on Sundays. My biggest regret is that I wasn't able to give our fans the championship they deserve, but I can truly say that I gave the game everything I had. I will always cherish my time playing in Detroit, and because of that, Michigan will forever be my home.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That was a fire video, man. That was a fire video. I really enjoyed that, man. For real, man. Salute to Calvin Johnson, man. Great NFL career. Top 5 greatest receivers of all time, I would say. What y'all think? Top 5, top 10? Or who is y'all top 5? I'll give y'all my top 5 right now, right? Jerry is number 1. It's not even close. Like, it's Jerry, bro. I got Randy number 2. I got T.O. 3. This where it gets crazy because it's like preference almost right now. I'm going CC 4. And 5. I'm going Calvin Johnson. He's my 5. He's in my 5. 6, 7 is either Julio or Andre Johnson, one of the two. I don't know who it is though. But if y'all like this reaction video, y'all want to see more reactions in the future, leave a comment down in the description of reactions you want me to do. Also, the link to my Twitter is there where you can send suggestions for reactions for me to do. But it's been another episode of Everyday Gameplay. Thank you for stopping by. We out.